It literally looks like I have a filter on my skin, and if you want to figure out how to get this complexion, keep on watching. First, I'm going to be using the liquid filter in the shade Light with just a blending brush. I usually just start out with like one pump, and that is enough for usually the whole face, and I will just buff this into the skin. This creates a liquid filter complexion. It helps to prime the skin while also giving the skin this really nice flawless texture. So I buff that everywhere, and then wherever you need a little bit more coverage, we can always add some concealer. I definitely always will bring my complexion down to my neck just so there's a seamless transition. So now that I have this all over the skin and my skin is nice and primed, perfected, and pretty much even all over, there are a few spots that I still want to add a little bit more coverage, like that under eye area and just in this area where I break out a little bit. For that extra coverage, I'm going to use TCE concealer, also in the shade Light, and a little bit goes a long way with this product. So I will just dab a little bit where I have that blueness, here where I have a little bit of acne going on, and then to brighten up the skin just a little bit, I'm gonna add some right there. To buff that out, I'm going to be using our Perfecting Concealer brush. I love this brush to blend out this concealer. It just gives a flawless effect, airbrushed finish, and it just spreads out and blends so evenly. So as you can see right away, this just covers up all of that blueness that I have in my eyes. I will even bring it onto the top of my eyelid. And now we are looking much more awake, much more even, and much more brightened. This has easily become my favorite product that we have ever created. This is our vitamin infused cream bronzer, and I will use the Sculpt brush and apply this bronzer right on the tops of my cheekbones where the sun will hit, and then also on my forehead and around my nose. And this just gives that perfect sun-kissed, like bronzy glow look to the skin. I will use the smaller side to kind of place the product, and then I will use the fluffier side to kind of just blend it right into the skin. And what I love about this product is that it is so buildable that if you want to add a little bit more, you can always add more. But I always like to start off with a little bit, and it is so user-friendly. As you can see, you don't have to be too precise. You kind of just blend it into the skin. It's so creamy, and it blends like a dream into that liquid filter and your other cream products. And right there you see, it looks like I just got a little bit of sun, and it's just so natural looking on the skin. I will also use this product to bronze up my lid a little bit, and then you don't even have to use any eyeshadow. Using that smaller end of the sculpting brush, you can just see, now I just look like I have a little bit of shadow on, but it's literally just that cream product. And I will also bring this down under my neck and jaw area just to kind of help create that shadow to chisel out the jawline, and then also try to hide that double chin that pops up, you know, every so often. So now, as you can see, I'm starting to look filtered, I'm starting to look bronzed, and just all over color corrected. Another brand new product is our TCE Liquid Face Color. This is like a moussey blush, and I will apply this right on the tops of my cheekbones. I am using the shade Infamous. This is for a little bit lighter skin, and using that same sculpting brush, I will use the bigger side and just blend that in. And as you can see, it blends so nicely into those products. It is so user-friendly. The pigment is not too scary, even though this is a liquid formula. And what I love so much too is that it is buildable. So even if you want to add a little bit more, you can always go ahead and, you know, create that little sunburnt look on the cheeks like you were just out in the sun for a little bit. And it's just so user-friendly, which is I love so much about this liquid blush. If you really want to get that sun-kissed look, you can even bring it up over the nose a little bit, just like that, to kind of create that like I was just out in the sun for a couple hours look. To first set those products, I'm going to be using our pink powder. with a little fluffy brush and just kind of all over the face set those products that I just placed down, since they are all liquid products. And I don't like to use too much when it comes to this, kind of just enough to absorb any oil throughout the day and really set those products in place. I do have such oily skin, so I don't want them slipping off anywhere. So just really gently patting that powder everywhere to set all of those products. If hitting pan on a product doesn't show you how much I absolutely love it, I don't know what does. This is our Press Perfecting powder, and I am going to create even more coverage and blurring under the eye using this powder, also with our round puff, and pressing that into the skin. It will just create that filtered look to the pores. As you can see, I'm using the shade 1.5. So this not only helps to set those products in place, it also helps to brighten, give a little bit more coverage, and then also add that insane blurring filter effect to the pores area. Another trick I like to use with this powder, this is in the shade 2, and now I will set my eyes, because I did place that cream product, I will just set my eyes with a powder, and you will easily get this nice bronzy look on the eyes, and it just filters out the lines in your eyes as well. You can also use the deeper shade to go over where you placed that bronzer product, so it kind of still will keep that bronziness, but still give a little bit more coverage and a little bit more bronze. For my brows, I did use the Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Brunette. This creates such hair-like strokes throughout your brows that you can easily do your brows in under 30 seconds. It doesn't take too much to kind of just fill those in with hair-like strokes. Because this pencil is so thin, you are able to get the strokes that you need, but then also if you kind of angle it, you can easily fill in the front of your brows. You have a perfect brow in literally under 30 seconds. This is our brand new Lashadelic. I love this brush because it's able to comb through those hairs, and it doesn't make them clumpy. It kind of will just give them length and separation, which is really great for my lashes. I don't like when my lashes are too clumpy looking. I still like them to look natural. As you can see, that wasn't even like one coat. So combing through the lashes, you were able to just get that feathery lash look with them still being lifted and curled all throughout the day. And there you have it, a under 10-minute, literally looks like I have a filter on my skin, just nice and bronzed and poreless. And yeah, under 10 minutes, you know, if you're looking for something easy to do before you leave the house, I highly recommend these few products to kind of get you dolled up and ready to go.